Good afternoon and welcome to podcast episode 3 of Wellness Through Health and Wealth. I'm joined by the amazing Leith Adams. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm going great. Thanks, Nicola. Yep, thanks for asking.
Good to know, good to know. We're here today talking about adversity and how to find the opportunities. Whilst in adversity, we can all appreciate that the pandemic we're in at the moment is a big one. So we thought this was a topic worth discussing. Now, we've touched on adversity last week, just briefly. So we thought we'd do a podcast episode today about how we can find the opportunities in there. So how do you experience, well, from your 40 years of entrepreneurship, how do you look at adversity and how do you find opportunities? What would you recommend for people to start with?
Well, I think the biggest thing you got to start off with, Nicola, is your mindset, having the right mindset. You know, what you think about becomes, and if you focus on the negative stuff, guess what? You make more of it. You focus on the positive, guess what? Make more of it. So you're really careful. You got to be really careful what you focus on, because what you focus on, you act on. And then you've got the results that you got to either unravel or fix. So it's really important to have the right mindset in while you're going through an adversity, so that you don't do something stupid.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because you can really get stuck down in the mindset of woe is me and oh my gosh, I'm never going to get out of this. And if you're stuck in that mindset, like you say, if you're only putting out negative vibes, negative things will come your way. So being open and allowing yourself to see what's around you and how you can continue to build yourself is a major mindset shift. And you've had to do that with your business. I've had to do it with mine. We've had to move online. Now, a lot of us are used to building relationships with our clients one-on-one, like you say, in the lounge room, over a coffee table, or even in different states. Now, with a pandemic and no movements, no masks, no one-to-ones, that is not an option. Now, if that isn't adversity, I don't know what is. So how did you find that for your work of not being able to meet face-to-face with clients? Was that something that you thought for a second, how am I going to get around that? Or you just went, let's find an opportunity in this and I'm going to make it happen. How did it happen for you?
Yeah, well, as you can appreciate, I've had to totally re-engineer myself. I was either in one capital city one week and another one the week after, doing presentations and that sort of stuff in hotels and, sitting down with people in coffee shops doing presentations, kitchen tables. Because that's primarily how I've built, business over the years, is what we call belly to belly. Well, all of a sudden with lockdown and all the rest of it, that wasn't happening. And I've had to re-engineer myself, whereby I've had to learn to use this facility, the computer, do stuff online, learn how to use Zoom calls and all that sort of stuff. And I guess that's why we're doing these podcasts, Nicola, is to give people an opportunity to understand who I am, because I'd like to be able to build trust and rapport with other people. And I found the easiest way to do that over the years is to sit down with them, eye to eye, and they get to know you. That's how you build the relationship. So I've really struggled, with a new format of doing stuff online, and I felt that, Leith, you need all the help we can get here. So I've had to reach out and get some help in relation to automating myself, and primarily what's actually come out of that is that now I've basically automated Leith, so that this opportunity, the Jolt Business Centre, has come out of that, which is really just an automated Leith.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's the opportunity. There was something where you were having to be, well, you were the face and the actual person that was seeing everyone. And now with that taken away from you, there was a way to sit back and think, how can I grow the business where it's not just about me? Because I now have all these additional tools at my disposal, Zoom and social media in particular, to get the message out, and hence the podcast and hence social media, because you're still the face of Jolt Business Centre, but you don't need to be the workforce. It's allowing you to create an automated system. Now, last week we talked about having accountability people in your life, and you were able to sit down with those and really brain dump as such how you could make this opportunity work, because you had to. It was part of the adversity, and you were able to build the Jolt Business Centre. So something so great can come out of adversity if you're open to it. Is that something that you would recommend to people? Stay open, look at how you can talk to people in your tribe, look for opportunities of people in your industry or people you want to be like, because you want to see opportunities that are genuine. Is that right? I know you feel very strongly about making sure opportunities are genuine in business.
Oh, absolutely. And I guess what I had to do was I had to enact something that my accountant said to me years ago, when he said to me, Leith, things aren't working out for you. Sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees. So what you got to do is find the tallest tree in the forest, climb right up there and have a darn good look around. Only to realise that sometimes you're in the wrong forest. And that's what I found, when COVID kicked in, is that, Leith, you're actually in the wrong forest. You've got to climb up and have a look around and find another way of doing this.
Yeah.
So that's actually what I actually ended up doing.
Yeah, and look at what's come from it. So you've taken your business and the successful one at that, and you've seen, okay, there's a lot of people now that either don't have work, are having to work from home, or their hours have been cut significantly. So you've now realized that with having the Jolt Business Centre automated, you're able to take it online and you're able to offer that same system that works so successfully for you to them, and use your experience as part of your mentorship and your program at the Jolt Business Centre. So it's been a massive, massive win in regards to kicking adversity in the butt, and also providing a way for other people to bring income into their families during such a hard time as the pandemic. Because like you said, building relationships is hard. So being able to do that on Zoom and through the podcast provides a way for people to meet you without having to meet you face to face. Would that be right?
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's I've actually really struggled with this because, I'm the only person in the room here.
Yeah.
And, and sometimes you've got several hundred people in the audience on the other end of the screen here. And you don't get to meet them all. I've always enjoyed the meeting up, what we call the meeting after the meeting, getting to know the people, doing the handshake, pat someone on the back and saying, look, you're doing a great job, mate. Just keep it up. Whereas doing what we're doing now, I'm grappling with that, but I've managed to be able to build that into what we're doing with the Jolt Business Centre. And one of the things I've always struggled with is finding genuine opportunities. And perhaps you might like to talk about that.
Yeah, I think it's having people that are actually walking the walk as well as talking the talk. I think when you're looking to get involved with online business, it's finding people that you trust, because you really want the support and mentorship from somebody who's been through it and somebody who's actually walked the walk. I think because if people are just selling online businesses or online programs, but they're selling the course, not actually ever having walked the walk, I think that's where you lose out. Because having your accountability group in life is also the same as when you're online business, is having those people doing the same things you're doing and being involved in that. And I think the Jolt Business Centre provides the 100% automated system where you can earn as you learn, and you have people in your corner, which I think is really important when it comes to setting up any online business, and you don't have to do it from scratch. So explain to me why Jolt Business Centre is different to other ones in regards to how it's trusted, genuine, and the value you can provide for people who are part of it.
Well, probably one of the biggest premises that I worked from is what a good colleague of mine said to me some time ago. Was don't ever take advice from broke or unhappy people. And I guess that's where Jolt has, elaborated on that. And that is that, look, it's just not just a matter of doing the do, it's actually getting the results. And sometimes a lot of people don't understand the difference between activity and productivity. You can be doing it all day long and not be productive. And you get to the end of the week and you've been busy, but you really got nothing to show for it. Yeah. Whereas a genuine opportunity actually produces results. And I guess one of my pet hates is that I've seen a ton of different programs that you can actually buy, whereby the person who's actually doing the presentation is actually just doing the talk. They're not actually talking, they're actually not speaking from their own experience, and they're certainly not speaking from an area of having good results, because to them, they're only the presenter. You know, I can quite frankly tell you, I'm not just a presenter. You know, this opportunity, hang on, over this side, this here is me. You know, all I've done is replicate Leith. That's all I've done.
Yep. And you've put your heart and soul into making sure that you could replicate yourself to allow growth and to allow other people to be part of that system that you're so proud of and that you have taken the time to build up, and you know it's successful because it's working for you. And I think that that's important, and that's why I'm so proud of you for getting online and getting out of your comfort zone, so that people can see that they can see you, talk to you, feel you know, for better word, the vibe, so that they know that they're getting into business with someone that's been through it all. It's not just a, you know, what is it, a stock image of someone stuck up on a picture that looks really happy, because that can happen a lot. And then you're alone. You're stuck with that program. You're alone because there is no person, there is no backup. It's really just you. And I think that's the benefit and the difference the Jolt Business Centre can bring to the industry in regards to having that support and having you as the Colonel Sanders of KFC in the face of it, but allowing you to be an approachable face that can answer questions, can be there for them anytime they need, which is why Jolt Centre is 100% automated. It's worldwide, and it's allowing people to take control of their lives and take control of their business, because with COVID now, we know it's hard. I mean, all of this income is so uncertain at the moment. So to be in control of your life is really, really important. And I think that that's something that people need to take into account when they're talking about Jolt Business Centre. It's not just a program. It's not just a software. It's a whole mentorship program that allows you to earn whilst you learn. And I think that that's really important when it comes to jumping online business for the first time.
Oh, you're look, you're ringing some bells. You must be reading my notes.
I think it might be.
Yeah, look, you're 100% on the ball there, Nicola. And look, I guess look, what I've done is I've actually made this a done for you system, so that it's pretty much plug and play, or as I've called plug and earn. You've just basically got to follow the recipe. You know, it's a bit like a chocolate cake, I suppose. If you follow the recipe, you'll have a successful chocolate cake. You take something out, you know, you take the chocolate out. Well, you got a cake, all right, but it ain't a chocolate one. So all you got to do is follow the recipe that we've laid down. You know, just follow the steps, and it'll work for you. And like you said, we're here to back you up, to make sure that you know, if you need a hand, just sing out. We're only too happy to help. But in relation to how I suppose the idea of Jolt putting this all together, and I'm like you, I'm an avid reader, and one of the books that I read, well, it'll be 2 years ago now, is a book called Jolt. That's how I came across the name. And if I may, I'd just like to read a quote out of this book. I actually had to read the whole book to get to the back page to read this, but when I read this, I went, aha, that's exactly what we've got what I want to do. And so this is what the book says, and it uses the example of a blockbuster movie, which is a movie that dominates the competition, influences the culture, generates incredible income, sets records, and jolts the industry. And the blockbuster life is a life that does all that and more. So that's what this is all about. It's not just a business centre. It's about lifestyle. It's about giving you a fantastic lifestyle so you can do the things and get the things in life you really want.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's taking control of your life and not allowing other people to dictate what you do. You can use the Jolt Business Centre as passive income growth as a side hustle. You can use it if you're at uni wanting to create additional income, or you can go all in and allow this to be your business, your work from home at your hours, around your kids, around your dog, around whoever it is you want to be to make the best life you can. And I think that that's really, really important. Now, we'll be putting up links to the Jolt Business Centre and also all the socials in the description of this podcast. And Jolt Business Centre is on Instagram and Facebook. But we wanted to do a podcast and a YouTube podcast to start off with, so that people could see you and know more about you, and get a sense, because we just don't like those programs where it's a stock image and you just can't really tell what the story is or the why behind the person. It's just a generic. And I think that's what makes Jolt Business Centre stand out from the others, is the why and the passion behind it, which is your story. Because as you said, the Jolt Business Centre is you. It's just you being able to be multiplied. And I think that that's really important for people to realize. The system is your heart and soul being put out for people to utilize. And I think that by the adversity of having to go online, you've created an awesome resource for people to, again, affect their lives. So I'm really thankful for you to finally get online, get out of your comfort zone. I also wanted to let people know about your book, your best-selling, we mentioned it last week, but your best-selling Amazon The Father Balance. It talks about adversity in there and opportunities, but also mindset and how you can work those to your advantage to make sure you're balancing and getting perspective on life and business. So please go and check that out. We'll put the link below in the description for the YouTube podcast as well. Well, it's been great to talk to you about all things adversity and especially opportunity today, Leith. And we'll look forward to next week's podcast. We'll keep it a secret so people can look forward to it, but we'll be putting snippets of all our podcasts up on our socials as well. So keep an eye out. Great to talk to you, Leith, and look forward to talking to you podcast episode 4 next week.
Great. Thank you very much, Nicola. All the best. Catch you.